Hi.
Hello.
Here we are. We are live now with Doom Eternal with ShiningFace. How are you doing tonight?
Good. How are you doing tonight, sir?
Oh, I can't complain.
Alrighty.
Speed runs in front of me.
Oh yes. Never-ending speedruns.
That's right.
Actually,
Never
no.
ending, never ender. Eh? Eh?
Alright. Anyways, so what did the skin?
incentive.
Yeah.
It was classic.
Of
Classic
course.
skin.
The best skin.
Good.
Absolutely the only skin that I ever play with, so it's kind of good.
Well, there we go.
Okay.
We got what you wanted.
Yep. Alright. Anyways, yeah. So before we start with the run or anything, I just want to make note of the little thing in the top right-hand corner that says NBF. If you're playing this game normally, that won't pop up, but we have a tool made by Henny. He's one of the admins for the community. He made a tool which was kind of like a speedrun helper. It's the same thing as with Doom 2016. You know, you can change the resolution and everything out of game, and it's helpful for the mods because it lets them know that you're, like, what type of version you're on. Like, that's what the B or anything like that means. So,
Gotcha.
just wanted to point that out.
Okay, cool.
Alright, so,
We're ready to go.
okay, yeah, let me just load up this, and I'll let you know.
Against all.
Give us a countdown whenever you're ready.
Alrighty. I'll give you a countdown in 3, 2, 1. Sorry, it took a little longer to load. 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty, so this is Doom Eternal. Not Doom 2016, but the more updated version. It's a little bit less gritty, a little bit more movement-based, so you won't be seeing as many dark corridors as in Doom 2016. What I did there was I just saved and quit because we use loadless timer for this game. Just to make everything fair, because, you know, you don't want somebody with a super powerful PC to have an advantage. And normally you're supposed to hit that block, but I'm gonna just skip it. Took 2 tries because I didn't punch hard enough. And gonna do another little save and quit here to skip a cutscene. And then we're just gonna break the game from here on out. So, hopefully I can get this first try. Normally for this skip right here, I wouldn't be doing the setup in quite this way. I'm going to be holding it a little bit longer than I would normally, just so that way I can make sure I get the right amount of distance. And what I did there is I got stuck in the wall, and then I spammed jump. And what that did is that let me build up my momentum by doing that, and I could fly right to the end. Because this game... Yeah, because walls in this game are just a suggestion. I'm picking up the Flame Belch, which is what we use to get extra armor. Pick over, grab some ammo, because that's really the only thing we need. Because we're playing on Too Young to Die difficulty, so we don't really need anything else. And now we just wait for the portal to spawn. So that was the first level. Already done.
Hey, it looks like you went to space.
Yes, I went to space into my floating fortress above the earth where I slay all the demons. Alright, so this is Exaltia. This stage has probably one of the tougher skips. Feels a little random sometimes, but I shouldn't take too long to get it, hopefully. And that extra life there that I just grabbed, I normally won't grab that, but, you know, just for safety's sake. Alright, first combat section. Yep. Just run by this Hell Knight, because I don't like him. And we just picked up the Blood Punch. That doesn't really come in use too often in the run. Mostly because we're going to be doing a glitch later on with the IDKFA cheat code. Just skipping another cutscene here. Going to another out of bounds section. Cool. And that wasn't the hard skip. The hard skip's going to be coming up in a second.
Okay.
Just going to smack all of these to make sure that I can grab the power up over here. And this dash is very useful. Going to be skipping going outside the normal way. And this is the difficult skip, so give me 1 second. Hopefully I can grab the first try. Nope. So what I need to be doing here is I'm getting stuck. There we go. That should work. I got stuck in some invisible geometry. I spammed the jump action, and what that caused me to do is it builds up speed, and I just get a bunch of jumps going off at once, and then I ramp off, and yeah, now we're out of bounds.
There you go.
Yeah.
How are you getting so much height on some of these jumps?
Right, so what you do is when you fall off a ramp in this game for some reason, not entirely sure why they designed it this way. I think it's because the platforming's a little bit difficult, but you can actually jump when you're off the side of a, sorry, 1 sec. When you're off the side of a ramp, you can still jump and continually jump, and what that does is you have, I'll say, a good couple feet past the corner. This gargoyle will be paved.
Sorry to make you.
No, it's okay. Yeah. Anyways, yeah. So what you do is you fall off the corner of a ramp, and the way that they designed the way that jumping worked in this game is you can jump when you're off of a ramp, and you can do that for a certain distance. And there's no cap to how many times you can jump, so as long as you're doing a bunch of jump inputs, it actually just stacks on top of each other. And what I'm doing is I'm using the weapon wheel to slow the game down in order to get more jumps off. Alrighty. So now I'm going to be skipping the elevator because nobody likes waiting for elevators. I go to 60 FPS, so this doesn't kill me, because I would die normally on normal. And we just go out of bounds, grab that, and now we're doing the fight in the wrong order. And this is just a little fight, so any donations or anything like that, you can go ahead and read them.
Haven't had any donations yet.
Okay.
But so how is this? How does this game differ from the 2016 Doom?
All right.
So
Yeah. So the 2016 Doom is more gritty of a game. Where the hell is this last demon? There you are. It's a little bit more gritty of a game and a little less movement based. It's more. So in this game, you actually get the double jump immediately when you first start the game out. In the original game, you had to find it, and then you also get a dash in this game as well. So they want you to move around a little bit more like a traditional arena shooter. Gotcha. In the original 2016, it was more based on go to this arena, do combat, go to this arena, do combat. But this one has a lot more platforming involved.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which it makes it a lot more fun, in my opinion, and to the opinion of most of the Doom community.
I'm glad to hear it.
Yeah, so yeah, that's Exaltia all set. Nothing left to do there. Go over to Cultist Base. This is just a really quick level, hopefully. I just gotta go and grab a rocket launcher. And normally this is, in other categories and casually, this is actually the longest stage in the game, but it's actually the shortest for the run, because we can just jump out of bounds, go all the way to the end. So I'm just grabbing a token here because I need to get some upgrades later. And then using a ramp in order to fly over here and grab the rocket launcher. Hole in one. I missed it. Unfortunate. Doesn't really waste any time, it's just kind of cool. And what I'm going to be doing now is I'm going to be using that same ramp, but I'm going to be flying to the end of the stage, so very, very quick stage. Right there, just fly all the way to the end. Sometimes you don't make it all the way like this, but that's okay. There we go. And just hit the button and we're all done with this stage. Nothing to it.
Is there like a bunny hopping mechanic in this?
Yes, there is actually. So there's a little bit of a bunny hop mechanic. If you hit the ground and within a couple frames you jump again, I'm not entirely sure if it's intended, but a lot of their games have this, where if you jump as you're about to hit the ground again, you get a bunny hop, and it preserves most of your momentum. It's not like the same thing as like a source bunny hop or anything like that, but you know. Yeah, not entirely sure if it's intended or not, but it's fun. So. Alright. Another little auto-scroller, just have to wait here.
And game design, sometimes we say it's not a bug, it's a feature.
Yes, it's definitely a feature. It's not something that they want to take out, for sure. They're fine with it, it's just...
Absolutely.
Yeah, so this is actually the first patch of the game. They got rid of the super jumping stuff that I've been doing in current patch. So...
I would imagine so. I think it was the same in 2016, right?
Yeah, but that was a different way of doing that. They actually, it's completely different from the way that they did it in 2016. But anyways, yeah, I just skipped the entire stage again, go to the boss fight, you know, just Doom.
As you do.
Yeah. Oh wow, this guy's being a real pain. Of course. Yeah, and that's why I go grab that extra life, because this guy can tend to be really mean. And not do what I want. And now just one more to go.
As we rip and tear through this demon army, remember, we're raising money for the kids.
Oh yes, of course.
Hospital.
It's so so the children don't have to go through this. You know.
That's right.
Yeah.
This came to mind. Like, yeah, we're doing
Yeah.
this for the kids.
Yeah. I mean, you know, we're just slaying the hordes of the undead. It's not there's nothing wrong with that. No issues. But yeah, that boss fight went okay. The patterns they gave me were kind of bad, so I missed some rockets. But you know, all in all, wasn't too slow. Now we'll just go over to grab the ballista. This is a very, very important weapon. Helps us get all around the map. Because you maintain your momentum after you shoot it. It's very similar to in 2016 the Gauss cannon, but this is actually better because you get more ammo.
Nice.
Yeah, so we'll be using this to fly around the map pretty soon. Now coming up is Super Gornest. This is casually probably one of the slowest, and speedrun wise, it's one of the fastest. It's just a theme with this game for some reason. The slowest ones casually are the fastest one. So I'm just gonna go over there, go out of bounds by diving under a rock, and just fly over here.
The oldest and most corrupted location on the planet. The Ark fought hard, but they were eventually driven out by the demons.
And just go to the end. Easy as that. So yeah, that's actually the fastest in the entire run, I think. It's the fastest stage, because all you have to do is run all the way to the end.
Goodness.
Yeah. So the rock over there doesn't have collision. What we used to do is we used to do a weird clip through the train over there, but we found that one is a lot faster and a lot easier. So we actually found that fairly recently. There's just, for some reason, under that rock there's no hitbox, so you can just go straight through. Okay. And these saving quits here are just to skip some dialogue, save some time. Because if not, you'd have to listen to Hayden, or not Hayden, sorry, Vega just talk for like a minute. Okay, and then this skip coming up that I'm going to be doing in Ark is actually probably the most difficult. You only have a couple frames to do it. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be chainsawing this Revenant as he spawns. And if I do it quick enough, I actually clip out of the map. It's not impossible or anything like that, but probably one of the more difficult ones, so I probably won't get it first try, but hopefully I do.
This area is no longer secure. Evacuation protocol is in effect.
That's not good. So my muscle memory right now is actually attuned to no major glitches, because I've been running that for quite a while, so the combat's a little bit different. Alright, anyway, so I need to clip out of bounds with this chainsaw right now, and actually got it first try. Wow. Actually kind of really surprised about that. Yeah, so I just clip right out of bounds there.
Alright, let's go, dude. First try. Easy every time.
I don't know about that one, but, you know.
That's the joke, isn't it?
Yeah. Alright, anyway, so now I'm just out of bounds, and I'm just flying over here to this checkpoint, and I load it, and now I get to go back in bounds, and that skips a whole ton of combat, which is slow, and we don't like that. I gotta grab Precision Bolt here, and that'll come in handy in just a minute when I set up the IDKFA glitch, which allows me to absolutely decimate everything. Game becomes kind of a joke at that point, honestly. And then what I gotta do here is I gotta spawn the Revenant and grab this cheat code. Just gotta go to a checkpoint, and then I can put out and activate the glitch. So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be using the cheat code that I just picked up, and I'm gonna be going to a random stage, and I'm going to be attaching, instead of the Precision Bolt, what I can do instead is I can put micro missiles on, and the game remembers that. But I also don't have micro missiles actually unlocked, so what it does is it actually combines the Precision Bolt with the micro missiles, so I get to shoot Precision Bolts with reduced ammo, and I get to shoot them at basically as fast as I want.
Interesting.
Another little trick to the end here. Wait, what am I doing? I actually don't need to do that. So I'm just putting it on now. Go and get the boss fight. And he's dead. Immediately. He puts up no fight. He's supposed to be a very difficult boss, but you can just wreck him with that. In the last patch as well, what you can do is you can lock on with rocket launchers and use the freeze grenade in order to get him to move his reticle, so you can actually hit him with lock-on bolts, and that will just immediately kill him, but we don't have that unlocked because we skipped pretty much every upgrade. In the current patch of the game, they actually completely patched all of that out, so there's no point to try and doing it now. Which is unfortunate, but, you know, it's understandable. Also, so for here, for Mars Core, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing a black loading screen, which actually starts up some of the level, but I'm not loaded in for a little while, and what that does is it allows me to move in the cutscene. And what that allows me to do is completely break out of the elevator and just actually missed, unfortunately. This elevator is kind of annoying sometimes. Unfortunate. Yeah, so the lower it goes, the harder this gets. There we go. So what I'm doing here is I'm flying through the top, and I'm going to be going to the dev room. They didn't intend you to get here, but there we go. Now I'm there at the end of the game, or the end of the stage, because I skipped a whole bunch.
Of course, there's a dev room.
Oh, of course, yeah. I mean, they didn't want to have to do the entirety of this stage, so not to say I blame them. It's a very long stage. What I'm doing here is I'm doing another little fly and loading checkpoint because I don't have any ammo because I messed up. So what I do here is I completely skip this gate, like that, and just go to the end of the stage. That was pretty slow, but what are you gonna do?
Sometimes it'd be like that.
They really do.
It's all
Though.
good. You're covered. That's good.
Yeah, we're all good with that. Alright, and this is Sentinel Prime. This is supposed to be a very difficult boss fight. A little hint, it's not. It's gonna be flying to the end, like we've done so many times before. Gonna fall directly on it. There we go. Wait for him to swing, and I just wreck his face. There we go. So, that's the first phase of the fight down. I basically just gave him a back massage. And the second phase of the fight is pretty much the same thing. He has a little bit of a spinny attack that deflects your bullets. It's kind of annoying, but you can just dash into him and get him to stop. A little bit of sloppy second phase, but that's okay. I don't know how he got staggered on the second part of that, because he normally doesn't. That's very weird. I've never seen that before. But that only was like 10 seconds, so it's not that big a deal. Yeah, this is the one of the only non-skippable cutscenes in the game, and for some reason they limited it to 60 FPS. So it looks a little janky because I have a 144 monitor. Oh, and that was Hell Priest Dave Grohl. Don't worry about him. He's not important to the story at all. Just load checkpoint here. And loading that checkpoint there actually gave me back my BFG ammo. Not entirely sure why, because it's supposed to take it away from you, but I guess it skips the trigger if you load checkpoint there. So now we're headed to Taras Nabad. And oh boy, another stage where I go out of bounds. What a surprise.
What a surprise.
Yeah. Just a little bit more movement with the ballista. And what I'm going to be doing here is the freeze bomb. So that way he looks behind him, and then I just kill him while his back is turned, because that's just the kind of guy I am. Run over here and get rid of this guy, and then I go to 60 FPS, so I don't die when I go out of bounds.
The city would have been lost had it not been for the arrival of the Slayer.
Another one of these. It's really difficult to explain what I'm doing just because there's so much so fast. Basically, I'm just doing a bunch of jumps, going out of bounds, and here we are. Now we're at the end of the stage.
Yeah, I'm noticing a trend here.
Yeah.
Get out of bounds and then just start flying.
Yeah, pretty much. The unfortunate thing about this game is it tends to crash a lot when you're using a BFG, which is very unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't happen too much.
Let's hope it doesn't happen at all.
You know, it would be nice, but I'm not really holding my breath on that because this game tends to crash a lot.
Weird how the iconic weapon of Doom is what crashes.
Yeah, it's quite odd. Alright, anyways, we're just skipping some. That was just I was just killing a bunch of things there. There's no use going over that. But now I have the Crucible, which is actually really nice because it means that I can just one-shot everything. Yeah, so that's all set there. Now we're just going to be going to Necroval, which is actually my favorite, probably my favorite stage in the run. Because it's longer than 30 seconds. Not by much, but it is. Right. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be grabbing this ammo upgrade over here. And then we go out of bounds and climb on a door, then fly to the end. Nice. Got right in the hole. It's actually kind of a difficult jump to do. So I'm going to be on top of this doorway, and then we're just going to fly to the end. 4, 5, 6. Whoa, I've actually never landed there before. That was kind of scary. I almost didn't go far enough. That's okay. Wait. Right. Now we're at the end of the stage. Now this is quite a difficult skip coming up here because what we have to do is we have to get through a little tiny gap.
Inside.
Like so. There's this little gap right here. And now I actually got that first try. I'm actually really surprised about that. And now we just fly to the end. As is tradition.
Goodness, you went straight through there.
Oh yes. Alright, now what I'm going to be doing is hopefully not getting blocked with my BFG shot. And hopefully this guy doesn't die to the BFG. If not, we're going to be waiting a little bit. Alright, cool, he didn't die. So, this game actually can soft lock here if you kill these guys too quickly. So I have to actually wait for that Kako to spawn to kill the Tyrant or whatever. Or not the Tyrant, sorry, the Baron of Hell. And just murder everything. Now I just gotta go to the other one, smack it. Oh, I died. Damn. That's unfortunate. I barely missed it. So just smack it and dash so I can grab the cutscene coming up here without having to wait, because there's like a 30-second cutscene you have to watch or something like that. Anyway, so this is the second to last stage of the game. We got here pretty quick. So what I'm going to be doing here is, again, flying to the end. So just going to be jumping out of bounds and then using my ballista to get myself all the way to the end. Actually have to reset mission because there's this structure in the middle of the stage here that you can actually hit against. I try my best to avoid it, but it's pretty damn tall. So a lot of the times you actually can't avoid it. 5, 6, 7. I actually hit it again. Damn. That's okay though. Luckily this is one of the ones where it doesn't really lose you all that much time if you miss it. Alright, that's better. Much
There
better.
we go. Third time's a charm.
Yeah, third time's a charm, I guess. And I land right there at the end. And now it's just time for the second to last boss. All I gotta do is smack her in the chest, the blood punch, and that's it. It's meant to be a little bit hard. Honestly, even casually, this boss isn't too bad. I think they designed her to be a little bit harder with all the phases, but you can actually just hit her as soon as she starts moving, so she's actually not a problem at all, even casually. So I'm basically just chasing after her, hitting her in the chest. And this is the last hit. Okay, all set there, and now we got the final skip of the game coming up into the final boss, who, spoilers, is pretty easy with the glitch that we got going. So
Let's see it.
So just going over here. There's a invisible wall there, so I can't actually move immediately. So I just wait for that to go down. Go to the end. I'm a little high. I really don't want to hit the... Oh wow, I actually got exactly in there. Nice. Alright, now I just take this and just completely ruin his day. And hopefully don't crash when I use my BFG. Which is never a guarantee with this game, unfortunately. Luckily, you don't really need the BFG too much in any percent, just because you do so much damage to him. But it can still crash sometimes. Which is very annoying. And this see on left. Okay, cool. So that's first phase done. Now we just gotta wait for him to go through all of his cycles. I'm just gonna go around grabbing some ammo. They're fighting over here for some reason. Guess they don't like each other. Normally demons in this game only fight when they can't see you, but I was there the whole time, so I'm not really sure what that was about. Yeah, so now we're just gotta wait for the final phase.
All right, man. What a journey.
Yeah. Save and quitting here in order to skip a little bit of a cutscene. Or at least his first attack, rather. Using the BFG. I just need some ammo. And now I just gotta basically just get rid of all of his body parts, which is very cool looking if you ask me. I actually ran out of ammo. That's unfortunate. So I'm actually going to be like a phase behind what I should be. Oh, actually no. No, that was normal. God, I can't believe how much slower you can do it in this category compared to NMG. You have to like really haul ass if you want to kill this guy in NMG, but in this category, not so bad. And that's it. Final boss is dead. I actually gold splitted that last split.
Was that time?
Yeah, that's time right there. Sorry, time. I completely forgot to call it. Yeah, time. Yeah. Yeah, and it was,
that was like 29:40 something.
ah, not bad.
So
That's not bad at all, actually. That's underestimate, which I'm kind of surprised about, to be honest.
that came in right under estimate.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
just right underestimate. Yeah, so that's Doom Eternal. Not a whole lot of the gameplay being shown because I skipped pretty much most of it, but at the same time, though, this is a really, really fun game. You should definitely pick it up. Everybody in the community is really welcoming. We're, you know, just a great place to hang around. So if you're interested in this game at all, especially any percent, because it's very, very difficult to beat the record at the time. But you know, we can still shave off a few minutes. So if you're interested, come check out the community and everything.
Awesome, awesome. That was a wonderful showcase, so thank you.
Yeah, no problem at all.
Alrighty. Are we still on here? I guess so.
I guess we are.
All right, I guess we can vamp a little longer.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Oh man, I can't believe I didn't point out the fact that you can see Icon of Sin's butt when he's walking away.
I did notice a little bit of that.
Yeah. You got a little bit of a peep show there.
There we go.
Yeah.
Do
There
you
you
normally
go.
play on the classic skin?
Yeah. I always play on classic skin. I really don't like the way that the modern one looks.
It's a good looking skin. The one you play.
Yeah.
So-
I sure do like it.
This-
The unicorn skin is great, but I just don't have it because it was a limited time thing.
Unfortunate.
Yeah.
This game came out in this year, right? 2020?
20 like the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, something like that. It's fairly new. It's within a year old.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You
No,
said
yeah.
you've been playing No Major Glitches, right? That's the...
Yeah. Recently, we've been. It's kind of a newer category that has been going around, and yeah, a lot of the combat in this, I kind of redid my muscle memory for No Major Glitches, so I was like reaching for weapons that I didn't even have and everything like that.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and NMG's a really good category too. You get to see most of the fights and stuff like that. So yeah, you guys should check that out as well.
Awesome. I think I cut you off for a second.
Oh no, no problem.
Okay, cool. Okie dokie. Hang on one second.